using data from the Ministry of Agriculture as well as other sources, we know that there have been at least 40 attacks using white phosphorus in south of Lebanon. This is not the first time in the history of Lebanon that the IDF is employing such weapons, especially in the south. Our research uncovered 5 instances where white phosphorus was used, and especially was used as part of bigger attacks that affected thousands of civilians as well as physical property. Their use by the IDF is becoming systematic, and so the government should be able to take measures, because we can now predict that unless, until further notice, there is a very good chance that any IDF attack in the south of Lebanon will include the use of these weapons. It has the qualities of an incendiary weapon, which means that it can cause fires, widespread fires to property as well as to vegetation. But also because of its multidimensional threat on public health as well as agriculture and the environment, it becomes then a risk on the local food security of the inhabitants, as well as all of the economic activities that on which their livelihood depend. So it's going to be important to establish specialized care centers that can accompany victims recovering from these attacks from a mental health, a medical, a social and an economic perspective, because the sequels of these attacks do carry a long-term consequence. It is going to be important to map the damage so that later on the government also can quantify this damage and lobby for compensation on the international scene. And finally, it's going to be very important to craft a response for decontamination. So once the threat level is assessed, areas with high concentration levels that do threaten the safety of citizens need to be properly decontaminated. Of course, this is a process that requires years, if not decades, as our research is showing. Most importantly, it's very important to know that the different ministries have already been quite active on this front. So we saw that the Ministry of Environment and local municipalities and other stakeholders are already conducting training, raising awareness, training medical crews and first responders, which is a very important measure to mitigate the impact of these shells. And I'm pretty sure that with the right amount of support, they will hopefully be able to extend their involvement and better support the local communities.
أنا صاعد. ها؟ أنا صاعد. أما هي مع العالم. قطع.